Hello friends and welcome to another episode of Ontario Permaculture. I'm Misty Murph'Ariens. In this video, I want to talk to you about the benefits that go above and beyond the physical produce that a food forest can yield. For me, I find that interacting with nature, being immersed in the growing cycles throughout the year really helps me to connect to source, to understand nature, and to have my mood uplifted by the various different elements that are growing around me. Just being here in the food forest and hearing the bird song, seeing all the flowers, especially after a long winter in the springtime with the splashes of color and the blossoms on the fruit trees, it just gives so much hope and beauty, and that beauty uplifts us to do the work that's necessary throughout the year. Let me show you. The blossoms in the springtime help me to feel light, make me consider things ethereal and things that may be new. And this is important after winter, seeing the possibility of all the fruit, how it carries your hopes forward in the year. It's just so energizing. The wheel of the year brings us many things, and sometimes things are tough, things are dark, and especially here in Ontario, the winters can be gloomy. But when you come back out to the food forest, it lightens you up. It gets you experiencing life through your senses, and your senses bring you back to nature. Nature brings you back to balance, and that brings you good health, good mental health. Living in the food forest means that I interact with the plants throughout my day, throughout my life. So even if I'm getting ready to go out somewhere, or if I have other things that I need to do that may be stressing me out, I can go for a little stroll. It invites me in. It's not a separate thing that I do, like many a vegetable garden out back. It's a place I live, and therefore all of the plants and animals within the food forest become part of my experience, including my food. Now, this is important because a machine can only operate to the capacity of its fuel. High vibrational food leads to a high vibrational life. There's been a number of very interesting studies where researchers have altered the environment of growing plants and changed the yield. They'll play music to plants, say affirmations, and things of that nature, and they find greater yields, higher nutritional food, and this says to me that when we interact with our food with positivity, it increases the value of the food to us. Certainly, as I do so, it increases my enjoyment of the food, and I think it is a magical connection when you can interact with your food from the absolute start all the way to the consumption of it. It makes eating and preparing food a sacred process. One of the biggest immeasurable treasures of the food forest is the scent. This here is lovage, and you can't see that, but it has a heavenly smell. It's anisey, like a very sweet celery, and when you collect it, there's just so much glorious scent. Oftentimes I stroll through the food forest and just brush my hands over the fragrant leaves and meditate the scent. Another meditation of the garden is the hand weeding to feed to the adorable ponies waiting beyond. I mean, talk about morale. When you're out working on foraging for your foods or caring for the garden and you have these delightful faces staring back at you, I mean, it really does inspire some very diligent weeding of the delicious pony snacks. And there will be a video coming soon on that topic. One of the other immeasurable treasures of the food forest is the uniqueness of the ingredients you can include in your cooking. For example, these wild roses, which just have a delicious scent, are just as delicious in flavor and especially on our favorite seasonal cake. So happens they bloom at my birthday, so I get them on my birthday cake. Another treasure of the food forest is the ambiance that it gives. If you create your gardens so that they're seamless with your life, then you get the benefit of a beautiful green backdrop for your parties and gatherings and even your everyday life. Here we're set to have a lovely party for my birthday. The cake that my family made is a beet spice cake with date icing and strawberries on top in the form of a rose, and the beautiful wild roses, which again, their lovely scent gets left on the food and imbues it with a lovely essence like vanilla, only roses.
And the rain.
Now, we're pretty hobbity, so we eat cake often, though very, very healthy whole foods cake. So to make the birthday cake even more special,
Yum!
I decided to add in my ingredient, which was a lovely custard made from our farm fresh eggs, of which were in abundance at the time. And Bryce added a lovely berry sauce to the center. Oh, it was glorious. Because it's all made out of whole foods, it's quite filling as well. But of course, the sweetness does lead to a little bit of goofiness. The girls noticed that the cherry blossoms were falling like confetti, so Sage climbed the tree to sprinkle confetti while Rory did her dance for me as a birthday present. And the goofiness crescendos. Depending on how you design it, the food forest ambiance is not just lovely, it can be romantic too. Yes, when designing your food forest, be sure to plan space for a dance floor.
There's no place I'd rather be than here with you. That's all I need. There's no one I'd rather see close to me. That's all I need. If I could stay, then I would stay here forever. If you're meant to, then let's be the best together.
It really cannot be overstated that small choices of your life add up. And I find that small choices in the direction of permaculture, where one thing reinforces the other, just makes everything more dynamic and beautiful and romantic, magical. Of course, no birthday party would be complete without a quick game of Princess Quidditch. Thanks so much for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much to all of you folks who like and share our videos. Thank you to all of the folks who subscribe to our channel. And thank you so much to all of our financial supporters on Patreon, GoFundMe, and all the ways that you contribute to our channel. We really appreciate you. So until next time. And I think one more thing would make this birthday party complete. Yes, a fire. Happy trails, my permaculture people, and may all your food forests be a sensual delight.